What's up, people? Gunner Hookah here. We are live. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Just waiting on my guest to get here. Of course, gotta have the hookah, baby. The guns, the gun can't touch the gun. You know how it is. How everybody doing today? I see we got two people. Del Rey, Jay the Shooter. What's happening? Just waiting on my guest. Hopefully he ain't forgot. I just talked to him, so hopefully he ain't forgot. Well, anyway. Speaking of, he's here. All right. I know I got a couple cats in there. All right. I see you, Del Rey. My guest is here. Got some whiskey. I got a little Crown. I'm put a little in there. Be good to go. Yes, sir. All right. My guest is here. We're about to have a cool ass conversation. You dig what I'm saying? And be on the cracking. Juice, what's happening? Jay Smith, what's good? Without further ado, I'll let you introduction to this guy really quick. This guy called the king of 50 Beowulf pistols. He will tell you his story. He is anything shortened. This guy likes to do. But without further ado, I introduce you to Reggie B. What's going on, Reggie?
Nothing much. Like you said, my name's Reggie, and I think I got a huge fetish for short guns. And the 50 Beowulf came into conception as the original one that was made was because one,
homie, what's up?
I had quite a few different short barrel ARs in different kind of calibers and configurations, and it was the first 50 caliber gun that I've actually ever owned. I wanted something different. You hear the Smith & West 500s, you hear the Desert Eagle, the AE. And
now, let me stop you right there really quick. Mm-hmm. When did you discover the 50 Beowulf? Like, what year was it?
Man, let's see. The first discovery of the Beowulf, I think I seen it as a YouTube video. I think the first time I ever seen a 50 Beowulf, I want to say I was going through YouTube, and it was a channel called Future Weapons.
Okay.
And they was doing like a dialogue of what it was capable of, and there was a few agencies, I don't know if they're still using it now, but there was a few agencies like the Coast Guard that were using it to disable boats and using it for border patrol. And that kind of piqued my mindset then, but then I wasn't really making a lot of money either. Still don't, but at least I can justify the expenses now. Right. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's cool. It was in my mindset in the background. It was just one of those things, back when I first originally saw it, I didn't even know how to build a gun. So it was kind of like one of those things that was sitting in the back of my mind. And then once I started meeting other people and I learned how to build, once I got to the point, I was like, okay, well, I've done, 300 Blackout, I've done 5.56, I've done 6.8 Special, and I've done all these really, really weird calibers. And then, I was like, man, I've never owned a 50. I was like, nah, this might be the time. So,
to start you there.
Huh?
When you did the 50, right?
Uh-huh.
I know you. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is Reggie. I got a little echo, man. You got like an earbud or something like
that? Do I have an earbud?
Yeah.
See if I can turn it down right quick. That might be. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can feel a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Hit the like, y'all. Let me introduce everybody who's in here. Let me just give shout outs real quick. Del Rey, you already know what time it is. Jay the Shooter. Juice, Jay Smith, which homie goes. Jay, I said you, RGG, what's happening? Trill, once again. Juice, once again. Carbon, Q, what's up? I think I got everybody. Hope I didn't miss nobody. Trill, make sure I didn't miss nobody. So far, that's in here. All right. If I missed you, I apologize. I'll catch you on the back end. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Reggie B. I call him the king of 50 Beowulf. He actually built the 50 Beowulf pistol before Alexander Arms got to it, and I'm gonna let him tell that story.
Actually, I think it was a couple of years before they got to it. They denied me when I first approached them. It was my first reach out. I originally, like, there's millions of different companies that offer, different 5.56 parts, configurations, rifles, and originally when I figured out that the rounds was proprietary to the company, I said, you know what? I said I'm gonna reach out to them, and it was just a wild question. I was like, hey. I see y'all guys offer the 50 Beowulf, and I was wondering, can I buy just a barrel? And it was like, yeah. And at that point in time, I was like, okay, well, I'm looking for a 7.5 because I noticed that they had a 14.5. But I was like, my personal opinion, if you got a 14.5, you might as well SBR it. I mean, it's not really a pistol at that point. So I asked, I was like, hey, I'm interested in building this gun. And if y'all could manufacture me like a 7.5 or 8-inch. And I was flat out told no. Then I was told that it wasn't going to waste the material. The second thing was, well, the blanks that they use are almost 20 inches and they don't want to go ahead and waste the material. It wouldn't make sense. It's not going to work. It'll be overgassed. So I told them, I was like, look, if it doesn't work, nobody will ever hear about it. It'd just be one of those things that I waste some money on, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I was still told them. So at that point, I don't like to hear the word no. So persistence started to kick in. I started reaching out to different companies. And some guy said that they wouldn't do it. And then finally, a company my first original barrel came from a company called Stratton Arms.
Okay.
Which I found out that they team up with a company called Excalibur. And they were the ones that originally made the first 7.5-inch 50 Beowulf. I also learned on the first one that the ejection port was a lot bigger on the upper receiver. Mm-hmm. So we call it the Frankenstein gun. They had like all aero precision, upper and lower parts, but I wound up taking a file and a Dremel to open the ejection port because at that point I didn't know that they actually offered uppers that had an enlarged ejection port. So it looked kind of janky, just to be honest. It is what it is. But, it was the first one, and, it was probably like at that point in time the 10th or 11th gun I built. So it was still a lot of learning curves going on. It was overgassed. So then that was when I was introduced to adjustable gas blocks and heavier buffer weights, and even taking buffer weights out of buffer.
Which buffer did you use? Which buffer did you wind up going to?
Originally, when I first did it, just to get it to work, I had a T1.
Slickback, what's up?
Now, the first one I had to make it out of a T1, and then after that, when I learned that there was adjustable gas blocks, I wound up ordering a Superior Arms adjustable gas block. Adjustable gas block. Then I went from the T1 buffer to a H1.
Okay.
And then that was how I was able to get it cycled. It would eject, but the carrier was moving so fast forward that it would literally ride over top of the round before it could pick it up.
Oh.
So yeah, it was pretty interesting. So we had to get the bolt carrier itself to slow itself down enough so instead of hitting the next round and forcing it back down, it could actually catch it and push it back up.
Okay.
So it took months. I'm not even like it literally took months, and
what's
buffer here and buying a buffer there, but we finally figured it out. And once we figured out that combination, it has literally worked for everyone after it. So that's the cool part.
So you can pretty much say that Jay the Shooter, which I'm gonna have you meet in a little bit because he's also an innovator. Jay the Shooter is the first ever. He's the guy who made the first ever full auto Glock 20 50 GI.
Nice.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'll definitely introduce you to him as well. And you guys have a lot of firsts, right? You have a lot of firsts. You're the first, like the first guy to actually put out a very short barrel 50 Beowulf AR. You're actually probably one of the first cats I actually seen. Oh, we'll get to that in a little bit. I don't want to jump too far. What are you doing? Taking a stroll around the neighborhood? Doing a neighborhood watch or something?
I'm walking the dog right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to we almost done with the walk. I like to get him this nice little walk, tire him out.
I know you got something on you.
Yeah, look, check this out. Hold on.
Can't really show it, but just let the people know what you got.
So, there's an interesting story behind this one. I was actually able to find me a Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS. So that's my new carry gun. I had a Gen 4, and one of my buddies loved it so much. You know, I had a couple things from Apex and Strike Industries, and had the 508 from Hollison on top for the RMR. And, you know, I wanted a Gen 5 because I heard all of these guys say incredible things about the Gen 5 stuff. So it took me like almost, I don't know, it took me like 5 or 6 months. I could find the non-MOS here and there. And then the Glock 19, I was seeing, you know, MOS here and there. And finally, you know, it's interesting when you don't have the money to spare at that moment in time, you find it. And I wound up finding it and putting it on layaway just until the next check came. And I've been carrying this thing for about 2 weeks, and I like it.
Oh, wait, so you do layaway?
Yeah.
Hey, we got somebody in here. We call him the layaway king, man. You'll meet him as well. Yep.
At that moment in time, I'm like, yo, the rent and the car note do all. I ain't got nothing to swing for anything. The man, I told that to the man. He said, you know what? Give me 20%. We're gonna let it go for. And he said, I'll give you 90 days to come pick it back up. I said, you know what? Shook his hand, got a deal. Let me go to the car and get my driver's license right quick. And he was like, no. You do the paperwork on your last payment. I said, dude, I'm gonna be back in 2 weeks. I said, I promise you that one, because I've been looking for this gun high and low since forever. So, it's nice. There's a couple things that I would change on it. I can't stand factory block sights, but
he put like the suppress, but that was a segue. Now to flip back to so you got the 50 Beowulf. How many 50 Beowulf pistols have you built since your first one?
I built 4 total.
4 total.
I built 4 total. 3 were black, and then 1 was all FDE. The very first one was all FDE.
Yep, I remember that one.
I built the second one that I did was made out of M4E1 parts, and then the third one that I built was all aero parts other than a rail. The rail was made by BMC. And it's funny enough, I actually like that rail better than I do on the arrows because it hugs the barrel so much closer, but it's so tight on the barrel that you can't fit no muzzle brake in it because the muzzle brakes for the Beowulf are just completely huge.
Yeah, okay, especially get the tank one. So here's another thing about this guy. I'd rather say he also not only does he make a short-barreled 50 Beowulf, he also shoots it with no break. That's this guy. This is the guy that does that. All right. So there's another thing that you did that was unique too, and a lot of people started to catch on to it. You were one of the first people I saw open carry, not open carry your AR pistol, but you actually had a holster for it.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about that.
So,
hold on. Somebody asked a question. Kelvin asked a question. What's up, Kelvin?
I can't see the question. Oh, okay. I can see the question now.
What's the timeline? What's the timeline with the open? Which question with the Beowulf pistol? Well, yeah, do it with the Beowulf pistol first, and we'll talk about the holster. What was the year of the Beowulf pistol?
The original. Wow, that dog's like 6 pounds. Ain't trying to. All right. That's funny. Come on, Cooper. I hear your dog's six pounds trying to go after mine. All right. So the original Beowulf that I made was made somewhere around the time of probably May of 13, probably somewhere in that 2012 range.
Okay, so 2012 for the Beowulf. All right, and when you started when you discovered that pistol, that the holster for your AR, what year was that?
that was like going into the fall of 14.
Okay.
That was like going to 14. How you doing?
So
And
there you go, Kelvin.
huh?
So
The hoster
2013
thing
for the
came in.
Beowulf. Yeah, go ahead.
So the whole host thing came because at that point in time, I was over carrying full-size rifles, and that's why I liked the pistols because your shoulders get tired carrying a rifle around, day in and day out. And I was like, it would be nice if I could get a smaller configuration. Done.
Right.
Get that part out. I got harassed by cops because fair enough to say that nobody's carrying,
what's up?
And nobody's really carrying an M4 or an AR out in public all day long. So I started carrying the AR pistols, and it was on a sling. And a lot of cops would approach me and say, it's unusual, and going back and forth with them. And then it was one cop that was a state trooper that told me that it wasn't a pistol because it couldn't fit in a holster. And for the longest time, I was trying to figure out all kind of things that I could put together for a holster. And I wound up scrolling through the internet like I always do. And there was a company out of California, surprisingly, that actually manufactured holsters for an AR.
Okay.
And I reached out to him and I said, hey, I'm just an ordinary guy, and I'm looking for a holster that I can wear on my belt that I can use for an AR. And the guy was like, okay. He was like, no problem. So he sent me a link to his PayPal, and I sent him the money. And about 2 weeks later, boom, I had me a nice holster for the AR. And that was like the new carry thing. Like, you got some Kydex mags. It was almost like carrying a handgun, literally. You got your Kydex mag for, you got your Kydex, mag holder for your magazines, and then you carry your AR pistol on the hip. And that was cool. The first one was kind of janky. The second one was even better. The third one, he finally nailed it. Because Kydex is really not made to be abused, and just slamming your gun in and out of it was tearing the holster around the mag well part. So the second one, he wound up, making it out of thicker material, and it lasted longer. Than the third one, he actually put rivets in the front, so it became two pieces, and he did a double-sided rivets. I mean, I will say the only bad thing about having an AR holster is it does tear the coating up on it really bad. So if you are looking for a holster and you also don't want your gun to have, scratches on it, might not be for you.
Right.
But if you don't care about the anodized coating being messed up, oh man, it's golden, man. It is golden to carry.
That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah.
So, man, you look like a silhouette right now, man.
I know I'm ready to go in the house right now.
All right, cool. So while you're doing that, I'm gonna take a moment. I learned this from RGG. Take a moment to smash them like buttons for me. I appreciate everybody being here. Hopefully I shouted y'all out. If I missed y'all, I'll catch y'all on the back end. Jada Shoot, I know you'll be back. Juice, B More James, Kelvin, Roro, Carbon Q, Delray Dan, Slick back, giving up people different names. XD40, what's happening? Shout out to you. Rich Homie Ghost, shout out. Just making sure I go through, make sure I got everybody on this jammy. Real, what's happening?
Out my car,
just making sure for everybody. Just making sure. If I miss you, I'll catch you on the back end. But all right, yeah, you dog in here, bro. So, that Juice asked, do you have a YouTube channel?
I have a YouTube channel that I barely use, and honestly, I do not even know the name to it. But if you do search my name, more than likely, it's like everything else with me. If you search my name's Reggie Bowles.
Spell it for the people.
It's Reggie is first name, last name Bowles. I'm more than likely it's going to be my name with some kind of numbers behind it, because can't forget
Jay
your name.
Smith, what's happening? My bad. I'm just trying to make sure I shout everybody out. These people been rocking me for a hot minute, man. So I want to make sure I don't forget people because you can't forget people that show you love. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, you sound so much better, man. Oh, do you have an RG? I mean RG. Jesus Christ. Del Rey asked if you have an Instagram.
Yeah, I got an Instagram now. My Instagram, I actually know. So my Instagram is REGGIE, the letter BO3. And it is a picture.
I just lost you, man.
Hate my headsets. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little dainty, but all right.
Huh?
You sounded a lot louder earlier, just like a couple minutes ago. You got one of them bootleg headsets, man?
Huh?
There you go. See, that sounds right there.
There we go.
There we go. So
my dog likes to chew up stuff that doesn't belong to him sometimes, even though he's damn near 3. But yeah, I gotta shorten the cord. It's time to go to T-Mobile and get another one.
yeah, man.
But
that's
at least
I get you now. So everybody knows about this guy. I put up. Remember the throwback? I did a throwback. I put up a throwback video.
You did.
We talked about some crazy stuff. We talked about you like short barrel. What's your favorite round outside of Beowulf? We know Beowulf is your favorite. What is your next favorite round that you either own or would love to have? In short,
I'm gonna tell you now. If I had it my way, I think the next short one that I would want to do would be a 30-06, just cause.
So you want to do a short barrel 30-06? What length of the barrel? What another 7-inch barrel?
I'm thinking like 9.5.
Jesus Christ! So you want to do a short barrel, 9-inch barrel? Well, I have a 12-inch barrel on my Lone Eagle, which is a pistol though. You want to do a shorter barrel than that, 30-06.
Because it's never been done.
That's the reason why you do stuff like that.
It's innovation.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, this is why I call him. He's the king of innovation because, as Kelvin put, 30-06, no way. This guy will find a way.
I'll find a way. I'm also the first person that has a 9-inch 308.
There you go, right there. Say it one more time for the people in the back that didn't hear you.
I was one of the first people that had a 9-inch 308.
There you go, a 9-inch 308.
AR-10 308.
There you go, 9-inch barrel 308. You better hold it because I got a pistol. I got an actual Lone Eagle pistol chamber to 30-06, 12-inch barrel, would include the break. So and he's done a 308, right?
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy shooting that thing.
Yeah, it's loud. Here definitely some guns you can skip hearing protection. Not that I advise to do so.
Yeah.
But sometimes hearing protection I need. That you need it. It's a whole new animal here. It makes 357 sound like a 22 pop.
Well, you're coming out that short ass barrel, so you got that big ass muzzle flash. How much powder you scrape it up after you're done?
Surprisingly, I got 2. I got one that's a 12.5, and that's piston driven. And then I have one that is direct gas. And that one, majority of the actual powder is actually in the breech wall. It doesn't even make it nowhere. And it's like granules. It's not even burning all of it. But like it looks like little pieces of sand. It's fucking bright. You gotta pull a charger handle back, and it's like because you hear all the powder in there. It's like, oh yeah, you need a good cleaning when you get home.
Right. So you go through a 30-06, which has just as much punch, and and you're gonna do a 9.5-inch barrel.
That's a future.
That's that slide. Let's see, Reggie. Like I said, it's funny because he does it, Kelvin. If you want somebody who do something crazy, something innovative no one has done or no one even willing to try, this is the guy that does it. He's the reason why I have a 50 Beowulf pistol at 8-inch barrel because of this guy, right? That's why I learned about the Beowulf round, and then I learned about the short barrel. Now, what company would you recommend? If somebody else wanted to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know somebody else is going to want to do it. Where would you recommend they go get the barrel?
Excalibur is made my last 5 or 6 barrels that I've had for different calibers, and their customer service is not even on top of their customer service, but they also have just a lot of different options to cater to somebody's needs. It's almost something for everybody. And if they don't offer it, you give them at least 5 weeks of your time. The website says 8, but everything I've ever gotten has been like 5 or 6 weeks, and it's always in immaculate condition when it comes to the house. So if it was me, Excalibur would be that manufacturer to make the barrel.
Excalibur, it was X, then Caliber or EX Caliber?
Not just the letter X and Caliber.
X. Is it like BUR or BER?
BER.
Okay, Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I spelled it right. XCALIBER, Excalibur. There you go. Delray. There you go. Delray knows. Shout out to Delray Dan. That's another guy. That's another guy that's on his square too when it comes to prepping and all that stuff. There's a guy that got like bear traps in his house and stuff like that. So,
jeez.
Yeah, it's got some guys in this game, man. Pretty cool cat. Loves to get a drink on. Like it. But yeah, some of these 2A people are, as you know, very innovative.
But innovation is how you keep things alive. I mean, without innovation, eventually over time, it'll just dwindle and it'll become a part of the past. So it's kind of like a relationship. If you don't spice it up, it'll come to an end eventually.
Yeah, you ain't never lied. So. Another question for you. They come with questions. You see it?
It says, do Reggie run a suppressor on any of his pistols? On his 17, I do. I have used pistol suppressors on other weapons, but it was like a borrow while we was at the range, and then I give it back. But nah, I would like to get a suppressor for the Beowulf. It's a lot of cash.
Yeah. I mean, you can go oil can, but how long is those last?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? They may not last that long, but hey, I mean, especially if you're beating it up with a 308 or you're beating it up with a Beowulf, you'll
I don't think you're gonna get too much out of it.
Yeah, facts. Look at that. What Delray said about his bear traps. Just sit back and listen to the traps set off. I'll sit in my seat. The scream will be just so intense.
I seen, the first time I seen a bear trap was about 2 years ago when I was in Bass Pro Shop. And I've never seen one until then. And I looked, I was like, dude, that's gotta hurt like hell.
It's for a bear. Think about that. Let's sit on that for a minute. You got an animal that weighs anywhere between 700 and 1,800 pounds.
Yep.
And it's whooping its ass. Well, imagine your little leg.
That's what the first thing I thought. I was like, dude, if somebody hollowed out their porch and put this under the welcome mat, you were screwed.
You're done. You're done. It is ripping your leg completely off.
Yeah. Or if not, it's just going to shear it completely.
Oh, yeah.
The dude. I talked to the guy. I talked to the guy in the store about it. And he was like, yeah, it's got about 400 or 500 foot-pounds of pressure on it. And I was like, oh, that bone's gone.
Yeah. I was chewing that up.
Good bone, goodbye bone, hello glass.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Chewing all that up.
Definitely different. Definitely different.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's Jay Great, what's happening? Let's see. We talking about he got his grandfather's 7 his grandfather 740 Remington Woodmaster in 30-06. Could that be converted into a chassis gun with a folding stock? My answer would be, why not?
Hey, because I'm about to say on the 30-06 on this bolt action, pretty much all of that is in one piece. I couldn't see why not. Because you really don't have. I mean, you got recoil pads instead of like a whole system. So it would take some digging and some diving to see, but I wouldn't see why it couldn't be.
Yeah, big facts, man. Because 30-06, honestly, 30-06 has some thump, right?
Yeah.
We know this.
Yes.
I was surprised when I shot my Lone Eagle. It wasn't as thumpy as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like fly out my hands. But then again, you're talking to somebody who shoots 458 Win Mag.
Pistol.
Nitro Express pistol. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm kind of used to that kind of thump. Now, I got to tell you, since the last time we talked, I did the 45 Raptor.
Ooh, that's next on my list. It's still on my list of stuff to do.
45. I got a 16-inch barrel, 45 Raptor.
I'm thinking like 10 and a half.
Ooh.
I was thinking like 10 and a half.
Oh my God. So that's essentially shooting an AR-10 460 Smith. That's pretty much what it is.
Whew. Now here's a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you have to get like a magazine with stronger feed lips, or does the regular magazine work? Like the mag pools, or
I had a steel mag.
Okay.
And it kind of sort of worked because the round is shorter than the actual mag itself. So they got these mags. They love juice. This guy right here. If you don't, you're gonna know these guys. When you come on YouTube, you gotta check out tomorrow. They do Wild Wild Wednesdays. This guy right here that's in the comment that I just put up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the co-hosts of that. And it's no holds bar with those gentlemen. They'll talk shit. They bag on each other. All that shit right there. So, yeah, the 45 Raptor. I'll get to your question in a minute, Baltimore James. I see your joint. Actually, I'll put your joint up and then we'll answer in like a quick second. But yeah, the 45. Those guys, you want to check out Wild Wild Wednesday. So that's tomorrow at 8:00 Central Time. So probably like 9, something like that. Or sometimes they may be a little late. You know how you know how we do.
You know, hey, the best time is to be late.
You're gonna be in for a show. You watch them dudes. But here's a question for Baltimore James. If you guys could pick one firearm to go to war with, which one you picking? You go first with that question. With that.
Man, that's multifaceted. Is it something that I get to pick, or is it something that I already own? It's a little different. Like
both of them. One you could get if you could get it, go get it. But one you currently own.
Okay. It's still hard, and the reason why is because there's so many different arts to war. One is going to be availability of ammunition, the practicality of actually finding it, and then the usefulness of it. So because and then it would depend on the geographical location. Like 5.56 is prominent here, but then 7.62 across seas is prominent there. But if all of these options were not something that I would have to worry about, I wouldn't mind having an M60.
M62 NATO, M60, huh?
Yeah.
E3?
Why not? Why not?
The old pig, huh?
Okay. You can't go wrong.
Oh, baby hog. Okay. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a 60. The only thing that sucks about a 60, or something like the E, I want to say either E2s or E3. Every 200 rounds, you want to change that barrel because that barrel is hot as hell. Lazarus, what's going on, brother? Larry, what's going on? Yo, and before I tell you my joint, I'll tell you about the MC. Yeah, that's the first time I went Army. But see, there's a joint that in the military used to call. It's called JRTC. It's some combat training, not like NTC, which is desert. This one's more jungle, right?
True.
This guy had the 60, right? They shoot it, let it loose, blah 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 blah. You know, of course, they got the blank adapters on there because they're playing war. They had to move out. They had to get out. They had to jump fast. They had to get out of there. Him so caught up in having to get up out of there, he grabbed the M60 by the barrel. Now, mind you, you were in motion, right? You're in motion. And well, they get to their spot. He goes to put the M60 down, but he can't let it go. His hand melted to the barrel. This is a medic I talked to. He told me this story, and I was dying. I was on the floor. Well, he says, there's things you could do because it's kind of your hands pretty much melted. He said you can use like motor oil or something like that because it'll reduce the amount of skin that you're going to lose when you take your hand off this gun. The dude asked him, "Is it going to hurt?" He said, "Hurt is not the word to describe the pain you're about. It's not a big enough word to describe the pain you're about to feel."
He's worried about hurt. What about, was you hurting when you had your hot hand on this barrel?
Probably that adrenaline, because they were moving out. So he just grabbed it and kept going. Probably some oafy motherfucker, man.
He had to be solid.
Says it's gonna hurt. He said hurt isn't the word big enough to describe the pain you're about to feel. The dude assumed that he said it wasn't going to hurt. So when they put the oil on all stuff and let it sit for a little bit and pulled his hand off, it ripped. And he yelped. He's like, "I thought you said it wasn't gonna hurt." He said, "No." He said, "Hurt was not a big enough word to describe the pain you're about to feel. You're gonna feel pain. You're ripping your skin off, sir, of a hot ass barrel." So that's why I said the M60 came to mind. The M60 is a hell of a pig to have as a battle. The only thing, that bitch is heavy, because when that thing is wet, it weighs about 30 pounds. So humping that bad boy is gonna suck.
Yeah. Boy, can you lay down some good suppressor fire?
Oh, you will. That thing is definitely not for play. That's for sure. But when you get there, unless you're too tired to get to your spot to lay it down. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's a beast. That's a good one. So my battle rifle, I'll go currently the one I have. My battle rifle will be SKS. Robust Type 56, and I would sharpen the bayonet because the military ones at the point, the civilian ones at the flat nose.
Yeah,
I would sharpen it. 7.62. It's a robust gun. Rarely jams, if ever. And if you run out of ammunition, you still got a weapon.
Yes.
Right. The gun I would love to have. Period. If I could just get my hands on it, I would have to go with. Ooh, damn, that's a good question. Just something stupid. Ammo wasn't an issue, and I didn't mind the weight. I would just do some stupid shit like the Noreen Bad News 36 Chamberlain 408 Shy-Tac. Just because if I just wanted to rip you to shreds at close range or rip you to shred at 2 miles away, I have options. 408 Shy-Tac. There would be the going. Cheyenne Tactical. Looks like a baby 50 BMG caliber.
When you want to turn people into Jello.
Yeah. Oh, it's Jello. It's nice cooked Jello. Macmillan M88. I don't even know what is that. I don't know what.
I'm about to say he caught me out of my square with that one.
Explain what that one is. I don't know that one.
I got to look this
Ace,
one
that's
up.
a good one. Get a little Ace is definitely a good one. The full auto is the one you really want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Macmillan M88. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. Shoot, you have to. I look that one. I got some homework to do now. Great. I got some homework to do. Hold on. While I'm on this, Joe, I'll go ahead and look it up now, man. I got some homework to do.
I'm ready to split screen so I can see it myself.
Yeah, I should do that. See if I can. I'm still new at this. At this whatchamacallit. Let's see. Share a screen. All right. Oh, snap. That's kind of cool. All right, hold on one second. I know I share a screen now, so let me go ahead and do this.
Hey.
I'm going to look it up. McMillan. M88. That sounds like a very interesting gun.
It does.
Oh,
it has a cool
BMG. Oh, absolutely a very beautiful gun there, sir.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. That was cooking with grease there. Hold on one second. Okay, you talking about some long range for sure. Let me go
heavy
back.
hitter.
Yeah, man. I like that. I like that.
That's
Hold
different.
on. Let's see if we can get this for the people, man. Let's see if we can get this for the people. Hopefully I got the right gun. Let's see if we can get back. What the hell? Oh, it's don't acting up, man.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Let me go. Okay. Now I'm back. Okay. I'm back now. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to share the screen for the people. Let me share the screen here. Yeah. Show the people what it's about. We're going to show the people what it's about.
I would say this be interesting. I'd never heard that one.
Very interesting gun. I have to definitely say it's very interesting looking. I like it. The guy's got taste. I'm
about to say it's usually the ones you never heard of, but I'm like, oh man, that's got to be good.
Right. There we go. Why isn't that joint not working? There we go. Oh, let's see. There it is.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah, like it. I like it.
I like that.
There. I like it. Good
Definitely
one.
Different.
Good one. Okay.
Good old thumbhole stock.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Good placement.
Not bad. Bold action. Just put no slap tracers in it.
Hey.
Don't do
I
that.
want to know. Nah. I seen what's that guy's name? It was a
Kentucky Ballistics.
Yeah. Had a very, very bad day.
Yeah, man. He made it, but that is the biggest case of shit happens if I ever seen it.
Dude, I watched his recovery log, and I was just like, man, he's extremely fortunate to come through something like that.
He's got a story to tell his grandkids.
Yeah.
I was like, jeez. Because he shot out the was that the Serb? Was that the Serbu?
Yeah, the Serbu. They said it
had
the breech broke.
Yeah, the breech sheared off. All the threading sheared off of it, and it broke. It broke where they where
the blast cap.
Yeah, it broke the blasting cap. It broke the hinges on it, and one of the hinges is what left that huge gash in his neck chest area that chopped his that cut into his jugular.
Ooh.
And then like the actual breech, the blasted cap actually hit him in his nose. Could you imagine all that pressure? It was like 80,000 foot-pounds. Man. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
I mean, 80,000 pounds per square inch. Good.
Yeah.
God.
And on top of that, you got to think that cap probably weighed every bit of about a few ounces.
Yo, yeah, it was not light. Probably about 10 ounces.
Jeez, that's gotta suck.
It sheared the threading completely. It stripped it completely. Stripped the threading. I was like, good God, because it had, it ain't like a Barrett or something like that where it's got, with that recoil system, the spring.
It's just all raw.
All raw, all right there. And if it rips through there, it's beating your ass. And he took it, man. Had to stuck his thumb right in that hole and held it there until he got to the hospital. Crazy. What a way to stop the bleeding, man.
Yeah.
That's
talking about having a bad day. I think he won.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Lord, his time wasn't up yet.
Nah. Jeez. I couldn't even imagine it.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to him, man. That's
big shout out.
That's wow.
Yeah, seriously.
So So it's crazy. That's not bad. That gun. That's not a bad gun. 1,500 for that joint, I think.
1,500. Hey, talking about some real affordability
He
here.
might be talking about something else. I don't know if he's talking about that. No, I don't think he's talking about that McMillan. He's talking about something else.
Okay.
That McMillan, like it's about 10 G's.
Yeah, I was thinking that on the high side, I was about to say 1,500. I might start doing some overtime for the next couple of weeks.
Facts. Big facts on that one, Jude. Big
facts. He won the bad day
contest. Oh, he won that shit. Ain't nobody gave worse than that. At least it was the big side. You know,
Jesus
man. I had a little back blast. Man, dude, I had a whole chunk of metal ripped through my jugular after shooting a slap trace of 50 BMG that was too hot. Yeah, ain't nobody messing with. Ain't yeah. He took it though. I don't know if I'd have made. I probably would have been like, God, give me. Yeah. Somebody help me.
Hell, I ain't even that big. That bitch would have probably took my whole neck out.
It would have broke something on me.
Whew.
I'd have been crying. Bump that.
I can't do it.
Okay, the Gala Ace Gen 2. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's actually cheap now if you catch 1,500.
1,500
for the Gala Ace, man. Because everything. So, how did you fare with the ammo? Because the ammo shortage was crazy.
Not for me.
During the plague. Well, it wasn't for me either. It wasn't for me either. But I'm talking about for the people, probably not for a lot of gun people. They probably were kind of on their square. But for like a lot of noobs, it was bad.
Oh man, it was horrible.
Bad juju.
At the local gun store, Green Top down here. So Green Top used to have this thing where
hot tub.
Green Top had this thing where it was like, okay, well, when they sell a gun, they'll discount you a box of ammunition. It was so bad that they was not selling 9mm in the store just to give people that was buying a gun for the first time a box. That's how bad it got. Like, it was horrible. Like,
funny.
9mm, I think, got to the price of like $56 a box before it actually started to come back down.
Bruh, I saw 126 grain 9mm at the height of the plague or last year, at the height of the shortage, for $1.30 a round.
Yep.
I was buying 454 Cazul at $1.36 a round.
50 AE was cheaper than 9mm.
Exactly. So, which did you? Well, I had plenty of 9, so I was like, okay. I bought
308. It was actually cheaper to shoot 308 than it was to shoot 5.56.
Yeah. Bruh, it was cheaper to shoot 500 Smith than it was to shoot. It was cheaper to shoot 30-06 at the time.
It was funny because I went to the range and this guy had a 9 and he was like, oh my God, ammunition is high. He was like, I bought a box of 5.56 and the box of 5.56 was like $37. And I told him, I was like, dude, for the Beowulf, I've been paying that price since the conception of the gun. I was like, everybody's complaining about high prices. You're just paying the price that the rest of us guys been paying forever.
Right.
Welcome to the club of brokenness.
The killer part, right? At the beginning when it started getting hit heavy, right? That's like, man, this stuff's expensive. And my dumb ass on some stupid stuff. I know everybody was getting like hot because ammo went up. I said some shit like this. I said, I got 500 Nitro Express for $4 a round, winning.
Man, that ammo shortage was crazy. You literally had to go every day. Like, I used to ask them, hey, when is your truck come in? Oh, we don't know. And I mean, down there, they told me like they was selling 11 pallets of ammunition a week. Like, as soon as it came in, it was gone. Like 2 days.
I knew cats at Walmart. Because, you can stick with the hunting rounds. Mm-hmm. They knew when the truck was coming. They'd be at the bay.
Yeah. That's it.
Tuesdays, he was at the bay. What you got on the truck? What you got?
That
before it even sat down, before they get, because they didn't have to scan it. They still got to scan it, the inventory.
Yep.
As soon as they said, boom, dudes was like snatching boxes. So, God damn. $2 a round? Holy cow, they was charging $2 a round for 9 down in Florida.
$2. Yeah. I did see some dude post a video of Critical Duty down there, and it was like $119 a box.
Critical? Oh.
Yeah. I see that Florida had a price gouge something out of this world.
Oh, they was stabbing. They was bending people over, apparently.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd have stepped my caliber game up.
Yeah. And that's what I told people. I was like, man, I might buy me a 303 brick. Hey.
It's about the same price, might as well.
And it's on the shelf.
It's on the shelf.
That was the biggest thing. It was like everybody was like, man, I'm gonna buy me a gun just because.
Yeah, no doubt. I got an 18-year-old, man. Yeah, I'm talking about
I missed the comment.
He had I don't know about if you got kids, but they're going to grow into some savages if you raise them alone.
Yeah, I got a 9-year-old. I got a 9-year-old son.
Yeah, don't lie, brother.
Yeah, living alone.
303 British, man. That's a nice round too.
Yeah,
that's a really nice round. The first time, because I found this is before the plague. I caught one on Gun Broker. See, you know me. My variety is
wide,
right? I got 303 British, and I caught it on Gun Broker. They wanted $200 for it.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbed it. They wouldn't even have thought. They had a whatchamacallit on there. They didn't have the original stock. They was sporterized, and they had. I'm gonna ask you a question in a minute. You talking about the HK51 Bravo? The HK51 Bravo is the shit. This is Steve Wade from this joint. The 51 Bravo is a belt-fed 308. Basically,
yes.
If you took the MP5 and the belt-fed HK, I can't remember the actual which one that is, and you put them together, that's the 51 Bravo. Full auto. They got one actually on Gun Broker, transferable for $65,000 if you're interested.
It's been there for a while.
It's been sitting there for a while.
It's been there for a while.
It's been there for a while.
But when you're ready, it's there.
Yeah. If you want to get it, it'll probably be, they'll probably, they'll loop it, recycle it back up again. Yeah, and there was actually no bids on it. Yeah. Like most of the machine guns, there's like a few that, like some of the lower ends that are only like 20,000, people are buying or at least bidding on. But the ones that are up there, like for instance, that's why I can't wait. Since we last talked, I am one step away from having my Type 07 FFL.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that means, if I'm one more step closer to getting that SOT, and then it's machine gun time.
Hey.
And I was saying to myself, if I had that joint now and I had the money, they have a minigun on there for sale. Post 86, sample, no law letter needed, $160,000.
Jeez.
Oh, good question. This is a really good question for you, Reggie. They're coming with him. Kelvin bringing no question. He bringing it.
My 5 primary calibers.
There you go.
I don't even know if I have 5. I consolidated a while ago, but my 5 so I have 9mm, and I have 5.56, and I have 300 Blackout, I have 308, and then I have the 50. I mean, I had a lot of other calibers, but I wound up slimming it down.
So what do you have? You have the Beowulf, right?
Mm-hmm. And 308.
Obviously, 308, 5.56.
5.56, and 300 Blackout. 300 it's grown on me. It is really grown on me.
You know what? I am really not a fan of the 300 Blackout.
Oh, I like it. It's so quiet. It's incredibly quiet.
I mean, it's subsonic. Hey, if you put a suppressor on there, it's nice to shoot.
Without the can, it's useless.
Yeah. You ain't never lied. You get a lot of that gas blown back in your face, though.
Yeah. I say you almost need a hazmat suit to use it, but I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of it. I got a few hundred rounds of ammo.
But I will tell you, the next suppressed round that I use is going to be 375 Raptor. No, I'm sorry, 475. 475, 375 is for the 5.56. The AR platform. 475 is for the 308. It's 420 grains suppressed at 960 feet per second. You got you a good gun.
VP91. Okay. So you're an HK guy, Baltimore James. You got an HK lover here.
That's how it looks.
HK joints I would love to get is that 51 Bravo MP5. Those are two HKs I would love to have. But you're going to pay for transferables. It's going to be over $110,000 for both of those guns.
Easily.
Yep. So.
Move.
Primary calibers. Yeah, man. Shoot. Hey, look. Yeah, HK, man. They nice stuff now. You know the cool joint, if you can find one of those, but you're gonna pay for it, is that what is it? Not the VP9. Shit. What is it? Gosh. Remember the HK where the older HK's like now it's like $2,000 if you can find it for that cheap. It's a pistol. What is it?
The older HK.
Dang it. It's in my
tongue. MP5? No, it's not the MP5.
No, it's not MP5. It's actual handgun. Damn, what is it? Oh, man, what is it?
Good question.
I got to look it up now. God dang it. Dang, I got to look it up, man. God dang it, I can't think of it. God dang it, I can't think of it. So I'm sipping my tongue. I can't think of it too. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue, man. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh my god, because this dude bought one back in 2016. That's it, the P7. There it is. The P7. There it is. The P7. Guy I knew that I worked with this was back in 2016. He got it on an auction for $2,800. Yep. P30, all right.
P30.
P30. But yeah, the P2. Stupid.
Ooh.
Stupid. Nice gun, but it's because of the rarity. You know the joint I did see that was kind of cool? This is the collector of me talking.
Uh-oh.
Of course. Okay, the Keltec P50. That's the Keltec P50. That's the 50 rounds of 5.7.
Yeah, I think that's something new to the market.
Yeah, it's pretty much a P90 except it's a handgun. Yeah, the P7, man, Kelvin, that joint right there is going for like 3 G's, if not more now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's expensive, man, because they don't make them that much. I mean, it's a rare piece. The one I saw that was kind of cool. It's called the Wolverine. It's a 22 caliber pistol.
Nice.
It goes for $2,600 now.
Ooh.
Find one. It's very expensive. Even the knockoff polymer version goes for $1,000. They're going for like $200 when they first came out years ago.
A lot of things then jumped in price.
Did they ever?
It's funny. I'll tell you one thing. In the middle of that whole crisis going across the country, I'll tell you one thing. 50 BMG was always on the shelf. You could tell how many people in what areas had them.
Yep.
338 was still there.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, 270 Winchester was still on the shelf. I was like, that's another pretty stout round.
Yeah.
But
270 yeah. Win? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah,
it was still there.
I'm gonna be late on that one for sure, man. He's early. Usually he goes around 9. He's early today. All right, but that's another guy. That's the guy I was talking about, Layaway King. So we get done with our conversation. Definitely gonna skid a little over there, man. He's good dude, man. If he, I forgot, I didn't forget. I didn't realize he was going live this early, but that's okay. It's all right. Cause I usually co-host.
Fashionably late.
Yeah. Oh, I'm always, man. And shout out to Rick for regular gun guy because he lets me co-host with him.
Mm-hmm.
He let me onto his joint. He invites people into his house, right? And
nice.
Talk about shit. So he's a cool dude, and he loves layaway. So he's definitely of the budget minded. That's why he got the name Regular Gun Guy, right?
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean? So there's a really cool cats that I met in this 2A joint, man. That's now Darling Ebony says 50 BMG was not on the shelves and neither was 270. Yes, like you said, yeah, it depends on the area you live in. Yeah.
But you gotta think, I live in the inner city. So yeah, I mean, cats ain't spending $10,000-$12,000 on a gun. I mean, 90% of the people I run into, it's a G2C, it's a Sky, it's yeah. I'm
gonna be late.
I live in the inner city, so I mean, everything is Draco this or G2C this or Sky that or
I hate to say it, man. I have
trash.
Juice is stupid. Juice is stupid. That's all you. Wild Wednesdays, man. Them dudes be snapping on each other, man. They be yo, it's a good time, man. These guys be wilding.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. These two, I'll tell you, this Black 2A is grown. So think about it.
It's huge.
It's huge now. Remember when we first started this joint? Coming out.
Yeah, it was very small.
Small.
It was very small group.
Virtually non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta think. From like 2010 to now, it's like 20 years. And I mean, it has exploded in 20 years. Like it's
2000. You talking about 2000 or 2010?
No, for even the 2000s, even 2010.
Yeah, the last 10 years, absolutely.
Yeah, 10 years has been nuts.
Yeah, in the last, because before then, you were probably the only one on that range. Hell, 5 years ago, you were probably the only black dude in the gun stove.
Yeah,
on the range.
Now we didn't took it over.
Yeah, we over.
We didn't take it over. I walk in there, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a good day in here today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Darling Ebony, what's happening? I love it. You make a good point. Good, you right about definitely. We took it over, man.
Yeah.
There we go. Every Wednesday on Gershon Tactics channel, 8 p.m. Central Time. So it's 9 o'clock. Yep.
Sweet.
Come on through, man. Yeah. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock, our time.
That's gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah, and I'll give you the information.
Sweet. I like good times.
There's some really good people, man. Really good people that you really know. Yeah, they be wilding, dog. They be wilding. It's gonna be a good time. I met some really good people, especially good people on this joint, man. Through YouTube, through certain people.
Oh yeah.
Good time. It's definitely. I finally made it to YouTube.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean? I finally took this other dude, Jada Shoot. I wanted you to meet him, but he got stuff to do. That dude's like the superstar now, man. He's making stuff happen. And he told me a few years ago, he's like, man, why don't you go ahead and do YouTube joint, man? Because he saw a lot of my joints I did on the other platform.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, you should go do YouTube, man. You got this joint down, man. You should do it. And I was like, yeah, procrastinate. And now it's like a nice crowd. So I guess it's good now that I'm here on this because you got more people.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have been larger or whatever? Maybe. But I kind of like it now because there's more people really involved. Because remember when they had that little YouTube had that break because they were acting funny, so everybody was bouncing off the YouTube, like the Hank this and all the other gun tubers were like, "See ya," and they came back with only a few stayed, like Demolition Ranch, who was like the gun tuber. He's like, all 3 of his channels got like 20 million subscribers, and the dude is like a monster on YouTube when it comes to this stuff, man. He's just killing it. Sir. Eating really good off of YouTube.
Big time.
If FPS Russia wouldn't have got caught with them drugs, he might have still been rock. He might have been 100 million strong.
Yeah.
Damn,
I mean, he was massive in his prime. And he came out like right at the hype of all of the streaming.
Yeah, big facts, man.
Yeah. I know he sits back and he's got to be beating himself up for that one.
Yeah, man, because dude was shooting everything.
Under the sun. Dude, I sat back. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, he had was it either 20 millimeter or 30 millimeter machine gun?
Yeah.
You know, he had the mini guns, handheld, and the one you put on the tripod.
Mm-hmm.
He was shooting Tannerite. Damn near killed himself with that door handle off that truck. You know what I'm saying? Dual wielding double A12s. You know.
Yeah. Unheard of stuff.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, Dog Ebony. On the YouTube, you know, I don't know what your profession is. You don't need to tell us. But I get it. Yeah, you can live through us. It's all good.
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
It's all good. You know, they all know what I got. My name is Gun and the Hookah.
And I've been all over the news for the last 8-10 years.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
I got hired at my job. My boss said, when I seen your application roll through, I knew exactly who you was. I was like, that might be not a good thing. I says, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, you got us on the news.
That was the first thing I said. I was like, oh, God, this might not be.
Either raise on the news, police pulling, I need to check that gun.
Yeah.
Or, and then that big-ass round falling out the chamber. Yeah, you got to get you a hookah, man. Delray, for sure. Let me know. I got a couple.
Hey.
We'll talk. And then there's a time where see Reggie, there's a protest. Reggie's out there. He's full. Okay, he's got all his armor on and his gun. Okay, there he is.
Yeah, very eventful times.
He's just having all the people out here. They zone in right on this black guy with the gun, bald head black guy with the gun. Oh yeah, Reggie Bowles. Tell us about what's going on out here. Oh yeah, well we're trying to talk about gun rights and all this stuff. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they just like the news just follows Reggie, just bloop.
And I don't know why. That's the sad part. I don't know why.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, and I don't even know why.
I don't know, man. You probably got that look, man. You got that look.
I guess that's me. I love it though. It's great exposure. And like I try to tell people, one thing I never wanted to really do in the news, never really cared to do it. But what wound up happening is just I found out that it was good exposure for other people that might not have known.
All right.
That there was an outlet that was close to them. Like I met so many people that was in the city that was like, hey, I didn't know this, I didn't know that.
Right.
And I was just like, because me, I don't know. I just felt like when I came into the gun culture, it was just me. And then out of nowhere, I just started meeting a lot of individuals that was really into it. So I always felt like everybody was into it. And then when I took myself out of it, I was like, actually, no, a lot of people are completely clueless and they need help.
Right.
So that was like my aspect. I was like, man, if I got help, why not help somebody else?
Big facts. Hold on one second. Delray, you've been hitting me up on IG. I didn't get none of your IG, your DMs, man.
Uh-oh.
Are you hitting me at Gun and a Hookah? Because I know a lot of people call me Guns and Hookah. I'm actually Gun and a Hookah. The same way you see it on here, that's me on IG. You might be hitting guns. You be hitting the wrong. You reaching out to somebody, but it ain't been me. I'm gonna put my joint in the IG, man. I'm gonna put my joint. This is me, IG. That's my IG. Oh, damn it. Send fool. There we go. They won't even send. There we go. Gun and a Hookah. That's me.
And a Hookah.
Yep. It's but yeah, let me know, man. I got one, man. Got one with your name. I had 3, but one's already spoken for, so I got 2 left. Yeah, just DM me. I'll give you the price. I'll square you.
I'm the vapor.
All right, Delray Beach Dan. All right, I got you. Delray Beach. Hey, Delray, Florida.
Nice. Florida's nice. It's a nice travel area.
Yeah, right now it's probably a little harsh.
Yeah, maybe a little different.
But it's sunny.
Still warmer than here.
Yeah. I go to Tampa and get the cigars, man.
Nice.
Ybor City. I live down to Ybor City, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy. I'm trying to think, man, some other stuff we talked about, man. Ooh, we hit you on the 50 Beowulf. Because you know how we get sometimes. We just be freestyling on this joint. Yeah, no doubt, man. That big bread is coming. Oh, shoot. Who said what's up? Daryl, man, what's going on, man? I appreciate you checking in. I know we all over the place now. We had some good stuff, man, but this is one of the first guys I actually did a live with a long time ago, and we just usually chop it and talk trash. So this is one of those ones where we just talked a little bit. Want to introduce him to the world.
It's me, Mario.
He's a gun guy. Anything short barrel, anything different, anything that people don't think can be done, he's going to do it or at least try to do it. Succeed or fail, he's going to try it.
Oh yeah, it's worth a try.
It's worth a try. So
I mean,
go ahead.
If it doesn't work, you just buy a different barrel and put something in there that will work. At least you got a head start on it.
Right. So you got to do the 45 Raptor though.
That I told you, man. I've been talking about that for years, and I procrastinated. Honestly, it haven't got done because I procrastinate way too much.
I got lucky and came across a barrel. That's why I wound up doing it. I was up in this spot called Hanover Armory, where I'm at, and I have a look, and I was like, "Is that a 45 Raptor barrel?" They were like, "Yes, it is." I was like, "What you asking?" He told me. I said, "Go ahead and wrap that up. I'll take that."
Yeah. I need that.
And that bad boy sat for 2 years. Finally, he was able to put an upper together. Stainless steel barrel, found a break.
What's the
BMS lower?
What's the difficulty of finding ammunition for the 45?
Very difficult to find ammo for 45 Raptor. I got 2 boxes, and those are only 2 boxes I've seen. Period.
Ouch.
So I've been checking out Underwood. They might have some, but you're gonna pay. Oh
yeah.
So
them extreme penetrators from Underwood set me back nicely.
Box, man. What's going on, 350 Legend?
It's like $61 a box. That's hurts a little bit. Jeez. It's a hell of a round.
I go to Orlando again. I'll let you know. Yeah, dog. I tell you, that fucking it's expensive. But cheap thumps too, man.
Whew. I need the 45. Between that and the Automax, I've been looking at.
Ha! You already know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was number 127.
127.
127. That's my serial number. Yes, I was trying to get 500. If you got number 500, you got a free gun.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. I was like, son of a bitch. I didn't get it. I was clearly way before 500.
Yeah.
You were the 500 guy. You would have got the 500 for free.
I would have told him, if I'm the 500 guy, you need to make this 8.5 inches.
Funny you say that. They got I think a 12-inch now. A 500 auto. She snaps too, man. Because a lot of people be like, man, oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Del Rey. I'll be over there in a minute, man. We just chopping it for another couple of minutes. We're going to ride. We're going to bring him over there so he can check out that vibe. Because this guy's been in for a long time, but he's not a huge gun tuber. You know, he's kind of off the grid type gun guy. But this guy's a gun guy for real.
I love guns.
You know, definitely true to God gun guy. So
got to love it.
That Automax is
a tank.
Man, what's the difference between that and the 50 barrel? I say about 1,500 foot-pounds of muzzle energy.
A small sedan is the difference.
Because when you're slapping that joint out of a
AR 308 bolt,
yeah, and that 308 is slapping the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like saying what's the difference between a Desert Eagle and a 500 Smith?
Yeah, big difference.
Large difference. They're both 50s, but they ain't the same type of punch. If
No.
You will. So,
not even close.
Yeah. But we're going to cut this. We did an hour and 15. This ain't bad. We're going to cut it short. There's going to be a part 2 because we can get real serious. But right now, we had to chop it a little bit. We're going to head over to RGG, man. I'm going to shoot you his YouTube joint on a messenger and slide through, man. It's a good time over there. Hopefully he lets me into the door because I'm late as hell. So I do that. But Reggie, you already know, man. It's a pleasure, man, chopping it with you on this platform. We can't be as loose with the firearms as we could on the other platform.
But it's okay.
It's all good. Next time, just have them lined up behind you. Everybody noise.
I might build me a little rack on the wall.
Facts. Hey, Lee.
Hey.
Yeah.
I might have to copy some ideas.
Appreciate it, Jay Smith. Brother, I'm going to send you that joint so we can go over to RGG joint and see if he'll let me in the door to co-host with him for a little while. If he don't, it's still a good show nonetheless. He's definitely a guy I would love for you to meet. Really cool cat. I appreciate it, Lazarus. We all going to head over there. He's the guy. So,
I'm looking forward to a good time.
Yes, sir. But yeah, brother, any last words for the people before you ride?
Stay safe and dangerous.
I like it. Stay safe
and dangerous.
And dangerous. Melanated, what's happening? I appreciate everybody who came on here. Shout out to Melanated for coming late. I'm about to bounce, girl, but it's all good. It's all love. Lazarus, Jay Smith, Rich Homie Ghost, Nephew, Delray Dan, 350 Legend. What's happening? Daryl B, Delray, it's all love, baby. Let's see. Darling Ebony, I appreciate it. Baltimore James, you already know what time it is. News, my boy. Trying to make sure I get it. XD40D, appreciate you. Thanks for coming in on the check-in. Carbon Q is another one, she's very supportive of everybody, man. Real sweet. Real
good
sweet
stuff.
person. Yeah, man. But don't get on ass, I should tear your ass up. Good. She's all to survival and prepping, so yeah, she's about that life, man. Let's see, trying to do Kelvin, man. Good looking out on those questions there. Bring some of that seriousness to this joint. We need that sometimes. Keep us in line. Appreciate the questions, man. Learn some good stuff today. Jay Great, I learned a new gun, man. Appreciate you. POF Rogue. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Zach, you already know, man. That's my guy. Zach is another good dude, man. Shoot. Shout out. Just trying to go through name. Jay Great. I said your name right. Hot Tub Tony. Yes, sir. Shout out to him, man. He a cool cat, too. He always be cracking jokes as well. They got some joke cats be snapping, And we getting it. Trying to make sure I didn't miss nobody. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. It was a pretty decent live. Okay, I got everybody. Cool. Jay the Shooter, thanks for coming through earlier. Really good live. Reggie, I appreciate it. We're gonna head over to that side so you can see how we all get down over there. It's a good time, man. We just be having fun, man. Be having a good ass time. All right, brother. Well, I'll shoot you to what you gonna call as soon as I get off of here.
Sound like a plan.
All right, brother. You be safe, man.
You too.
Yes, sir. Well, there you have it, y'all. Gun on the Hookah once again live, keeping it right. We were all over the place, but it was still a good joint. He's one of my first ones I talked to, so it's been a good time. Every single time we chop it about guns. We'll get sillier and a little more serious on the next one. We talk about some big stuff. But that's all I really got. I'm about to head over, show some love to my other peoples. Y'all be safe. Holla at y'all. Gun on the Hookah. Out.